Friday Night Football, presented by Monteith's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Welcome into another exciting week of Friday Night Football. I'm Alex Wilcox. We've got 15 games to show you tonight. Are we crazy? Absolutely.
Definitely so. And I'm Mark Skoll Jr. We have a lot of games, of course, to cover, from New Prairie taking on South Bend St. Joseph to Lakeshore hosting Zeeland East.
But let's kick things off with our spotlight game of the week. Penn hosting Warsaw in 6A sectional semis. At half, the Tigers held a 7-3 lead, but the Kingsmen come out guns a-blazing in the third. Ron Paulus drops this pass perfectly to Brock Boynton for the 27-yard touchdown snag, and the Kingsmen take the 10-7 lead. Fast forward to the fourth. Penn coach Corey Yeoman brings out his bag of tricks. It's a handoff to Ryan Whiteman, who pitches it to Brock Boynton. Then Boynton shows off the arm with a nice pass to Nicholas Favilla. That's a 51-yard pass by Boynton. What a play. And that would lead to this. Senior running back Trent Horvath squirts his way up the middle for a touchdown run. That makes it 16-7 Penn, and that would be your final score. The Kingsmen survive and advance over Warsaw.
I'm going to tell you what, it's a long 2 weeks, you know what I mean, and there's nothing you can do about it. The bye's a bye, and it is the way it is, and or a long time ago, don't worry about stuff you can't control, and you can't control that, but it was nice to play another football game.
Oh, it's awesome. All this hard work that we put up in the weight room, the brotherhood that's came together on this team, the facilities we have, just everything's coming together, and we keep to move forward.
So Penn will play for the sectional championship next week. They'll play Valparaiso in that one. And Penn also now makes it 13-0 over Warsaw. Tigers have never beaten the Kingsmen.
Wow. Yeah, Warsaw finishes the season with a 7-3 record. To 5A, Adams hosting LaPorte at Schoolfield. Second quarter tied at 7. Slicers on the move, but they fumble the football. Miguel Zinowitz falls on it, and Adams takes over at midfield. But the Eagles offense sputters on fourth down. Ira Armstead is looking for Trey Gray, but his pass is tipped and falls incomplete. LaPorte takes over on downs. The very next play, Caleb Kirkham on the play action goes deep down the field to a wide open Isaac Alexander. Alexander then turns on the Jets and stretches across the goal line for the touchdown. Slicers take the 14-7 lead with just 13 seconds before the half. LaPorte goes on to win this one over Adams 33-19.
Heading to Elkhart now, the Goshen Redhawks visiting Elkhart Central in 5A. The Blue Blazers coming out after halftime with the 7-0 lead. Third quarter, Isaiah Chandler looking for Kyron Pearson. What a grab. Somehow stays in bounds. That catch sets up the Blazers in the red zone. Here we go. Dominic Davis with the handoff, and he splits the White Sea, practically walks in. Elkhart Central goes up 14-0, and the Shark is excited. Wonder if he's the long-lost left Shark. Into the fourth we go. Brian Mullins with the easy field goal. I love references from like 6 years ago. Practically seals the deal, giving the Blue Blazers the 17-0 lead. Central wins big, 19-0.
Still in Class 5A sectional, Concord Minutemen visiting Elkhart Memorial. We'll start in the first quarter. Minutemen looking to get on the board first. Romello Moon with the sneaky handoff, confusing our cameraman for a second there. Moon breaks into the end zone, and the extra point makes it 7-0. Cheerleaders fired up over that one. Later in the first, Concord QB Carter Neveraski decides to keep it himself, bulldozing into the end zone as he's kind of hit there by Nathan Sabas late, but the refs calm things down. Concord takes the 14-0 lead. They're all soaking it in, and to the second quarter, Elkhart Memorial looking to get back in on this one, and on the 1-yard line, Derek Woods grabs the handoff, barreling his way into the end zone, cuts Concord lead to 7, and Concord, however, goes on to win this one 28-20.
So in that sectional final matchup, then you've got Concord, who will take on Central, of course, for the 5A sectional matchup. In 4A, St. Joe hosting New Prairie in a rematch from earlier this season. Tribe up 28-14 at the half. And this is the kickoff to start the third quarter. It initially gets away from St. Joe, but then John Driscoll picks it up, breaks a few tackles, and he's off to the races. Driscoll took back an 89-yarder earlier in this game, and he tops that with a 96-yarder right there to give St. Joe the 35-14 lead. Unbelievable. Two kickoff return touchdowns for Driscoll. In the fourth quarter, Indians up 35-20, but here come the Cougars. Chase Ketterer stiff arms defenders, and he's in for 6. The 2-point conversion is good, and it's now a 1-score game. 35-28. But St. Joe answers in a big way. Driscoll coming up huge tonight. Down the sideline, what a move! And he walks in for the touchdown. That makes it 42-28 St. Joe. The Indians knock off New Prairie 42-30.
Wonder how many steps Driscoll got in tonight. Mishawaka was at home against South Bend Riley. On the first drive of the game, the Cavemen face 4th and goal from the 4 as Sam Shively rolls out and finds Chris Harness for the touchdown reception. Mishawaka up 7-0. Now it's Riley's turn to convert on 4th down. 4th and 12 for the Wildcats as Timothy Brown finds Jalen Jennings, who gets just past the line to gain for the first down. Later in the drive, Brown, he's going to dive over the dog pile at the 1-yard line for 6. Riley misses the extra point, so it's 7-6 Mishawaka. And in the second quarter, Sam Shively loses the ball in the end zone, but is able to recover his own fumble. That's a touchdown and 6 points. He'll take it. Mishawaka takes the 14-6 lead, and the Cavemen win over South Bend Riley 35-28.
So then in that sectional championship, we've got a really good one. St. Joe and Mishawaka for the sectional championship in 4A. That's also a rematch from a game earlier this season that Mishawaka won. St. Joe had a chance to win it with the last-second field goal that was blocked. So we're all excited for that one.
Definitely so. Now in 4A, undefeated Northwood looking to keep their perfect season alive against East Noble. It's 14-7, and the Panthers add on. A QB run for Bronson Yoder. Takes a crowd with him into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwood. Another scoring chance for the Panthers here. Yoder with an option pitch to Nate Newcomer. He'll find the end zone as Northwood starts pulling away. Northwood goes on the win over East Noble 52-35.
Our last game in 4A is Northridge at Angola, and this one was all Hornets. Here a screen pass to Joel McCurdy, and it was a foot race. No Raiders would catch him as he goes 72 yards to the house. Angola looking sharp early. They're up 7-0. Later in the quarter, Jacob Gibson shoots up the middle, and no one stops him. Barrels through defenders, 26-yard touchdown run puts the Hornets up 14-0. But Angola wasn't done in this one. They kept pouring it on. Chase Sneff from inside the 5 punches his ticket into the end zone. That puts the Hornets up 21-0. Angola completes the shutout 34-0. So then in that sectional matchup, we're going to have Northwood 11-0 looking to win their sectional. They will be at Angola in that one.
And we're just halfway through the Friday night football action tonight. When we come back, we'll finish up in Indiana and head to Michigan for a wild night of football. Stay tuned.
Now, back to Friday night football.
Welcome back. We've still got another round of games to go over. We're just halfway through it.
That's right. Let's continue with more playoff matchups out of Indiana in 3A. Marion looking to advance to the sectional championship for the 4th straight year, hosting Knox. Scoreless in the first, John Brock takes the handoff, breaks a few tackles, and then takes off down the sideline. Brock runs out of gas and gets taken down inside the 5, but puts the Knights in scoring position. And a few plays later, they do just that. Tyler DeBow up the middle for 6. Marion takes the 7-0 lead midway through the first. Now, on the next night's possession, Brock back at quarterback, but he's picked off by Dawson Patrick, and Patrick is off to the races. No one's catching him. It's a pick 6 for the Redskins, and Knox is on the board 7-6. Second quarter, Redskins threatening. Zach Rose looking end zone, but it's tipped and picked off by Thomas Ewing, and Marion takes over. It was all Knights from there. Marion tops Knox 31-6.
Bremen taking on Central Noble in 2A. This one was a good one as Bremen traveled to Central Noble. Here we go, Central Noble with the ball, but it's a fumble. Ball pops free. Bremen all over that one, and the Lions take over, and they would take advantage from there. Bremen plows into the end zone to take the lead, but after that, it was really all Central Noble from there. Central Noble on top, 52-19. So Bremen will play now in the sectional finals, we believe. A little confusion there with that score. We'll just keep on going.
To Michigan we go as the red-hot Edwardsburg Eddies host Plainwell. We pick up the game at the start of the third quarter with the Eddies on top 30-0 here. Trey Harvey hits Mac Gadeski on the pass as He sheds off the tackler before he steps out of bounds, and 2 plays later, Isaiah Mitchell gets his number called in. Nobody is in his way. We can't say the same for our photographer.
Watch
Mitchell
out.
finds the end zone, and the Eddies went for 2 as they lead 38-0. Meanwhile, the Trojans had no luck. Here, the snap is bobbled and recovered by Edwardsburg. It was, in the end, a rout. Edwardsburg dominates once again as they win 45-0.
Cassopolis on a roll this year, putting their undefeated season on the line against Maple Valley in the Division 7 pre-districts. Jumping right into the first quarter, Maple Valley scoring first with Noah Hansen getting the ball and just across the goal line, breaking tackles before diving into the end zone. That gives Maple Valley a 6-0 lead, but Cassopolis fights their way back. Tyrese Hunt Thompson, he's into the end zone, and the Rangers take the 7-6 lead. We're still in the first. Cassopolis with the ball again. Dylan Green fires to Hunt Thompson once again. This time he hops, skips, and a jump into the end zone. Rangers extend their lead 14-6. It was all Cassopolis the rest of the night. They cruise over Maple Valley 49-6. All right, here we go. Coloma on the road at Kalamazoo Hackett. Hackett undefeated 9-0. And, well, they're showing why. Titans get the scoring started early. Eric Wenzel with a pitch to Lawrence Pelkey for an 8-yard touchdown run. Titans take an early 7-0 lead. Later in the first, it's Wenzel again. He finds Christian Bartholomew, who ducks a tackle, high steps out of another, gets a block, then cuts across the field and goes 55 yards for a touchdown. Wow. United up 14-0. What a play. And the Titans were far from done. To start the second quarter, Wenzel going to Heath Baldwin in the back of the end zone. Nice grab. That puts United up 20-0. The Titans would blow out Coloma 44-6. Okay, Lakeshore on the road at Zeeland West in Michigan Division 3 districts. Looks like some nasty weather up there. Here we go. This is Lakeland. This is Zeeland East making plays happen. A nice run there. Lakeshore would fall in this one 56-7. Their season comes to an end.
Brandywine also, their season comes to an end. They lose to Kellogg 62-36.
So St. Joe will play at Zeeland West tomorrow.